I'm Gouveia, originally from Hawaii, born and raised. Deciding to get the tattoo took roughly only a couple of weeks. The reason that I think I go towards tattooing when I lose people close to me or people that I love is I've always felt like it kicks off my grief acceptance. I have 3 tattoos. The first tattoo I ever got was the initials of my parents' wedding invitation after my dad had passed away. I added to it with mailele wrapping around the arm, which is the circle of life in Hawaiian culture. Then I have my 3rd tattoo is Grayson's portrait on my left shoulder. Grayson is our son who we lost after a 10-month battle with brain cancer on January 22nd of 2016 at 12:45. He went back to be with God. We were super close. We bonded more than I ever imagined we would. I was a soccer coach. I was into all the things that he was into, and that is something that I never wanted to give up. The biggest thing for us was that Grayson was never scared. And that was one of my biggest fears, is that I didn't want him to be scared. And we know he had been in communication with God prior to leaving, because the wisdom this 5-year-old was dropping on us the last 2 weeks blew us away, you know. He was in pain, he couldn't sit up right because he had kidney stones and just all these complications from his treatments. And Gabby's apologizing to him, and he looks up at her and says, "Mommy, we can't always affect the things we have to go through." And we're just like, what? And his literally last words as he's passing away, he all of a sudden just looks at her. She's laying in the bed with him and says, "Mommy, I love you. Don't worry. I'm okay." And then he passes away a couple hours later. So you're like, if God's not guiding that, then how's that possible? You know? So it was just that final affirmation that we knew he was in charge and he was guiding the whole thing. We knew that he was gonna die, he was gonna pass. And Gabby was able to, at some point, accept and give it up to God. And I was stubborn, and I was praying to God till the last breath that he was gonna cure him. And so my acceptance was a little later. Getting the tattoo and enduring that pain for 4 hours was symbolic of me just saying, all right, I'm in. I'm laying that grief at God's feet and be like, okay, through this pain, through this sacrifice, I'm giving it up to you. My new life is what you have deemed it to be. So I understood and accepted the fact that Grayson was sent here for a specific purpose. He accomplished his mission, his purpose, and Grayson had to come home, you know? And that was his job, and how it was to change Gabby and I's lives, to fulfill our purpose in this world, on this planet, and to support others going through similar battles. And it just, our lives have taken a whole different shape. Our purpose and mission with the nonprofit is to support other families that have suffered the loss of a child as they take on their new normal of living with grief for the rest of their life. So my relationship with God as a result of losing Grayson has only gotten stronger. Grayson kind of pushed us towards it, you know? Pushed us closer to God. He has not left us, and I don't think our loved ones do, you know?